I'm the Hooded Lid and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited about today's video. So this is Wednesday. On Monday I did my derma rolling and I told you I think it's time for me to get a little more aggressive with my skincare. My topical situation, I think it's really good. I think my program is pretty solid, but I am going to be making some changes that I'll talk about at another time. But it's time to get some machinery. Now I didn't want to do a bunch of machinery all at the same time because I want to see what kind of progress I'm getting from each one. And I decided at the end of the day to get a pen, a microneedling pen. So I got the Dr. Pen A6. This is what it comes like. Obviously I have unpacked it and I'm just going to briefly show you what's going on. This is how it comes. These are the batteries. This is one, and you get another one, which I have charged. Let me show you how you charge it. Here's an adapter, the wire. Here is the charger and the battery. So this is the charger and this is the battery. You can also take this and plug it into the back of your pen. However, you're going to be limited with how far you can go, and I can't do it here. It's just, I don't know, it's probably about 7 feet long maybe, but that's just not enough for me. And I don't want to bother with getting this stuck as I'm moving it around, getting in my arm or my sleeve, or doing anything that will move the needle in a place I don't want it to move to. So battery for me. Now you undo this and you put in the battery. Hold it for 2 seconds and it's on. After 2 seconds, this starts at the lowest speed. Hit it again, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Hit it for 2 seconds to stop it. It goes up to 5 speeds. So the end cap is the smallest of all the things, and it has this little plug area here, so you know what that is, right? Here's the battery, here's the charger. Putting those back, covering it up so dust doesn't get in there. Now the pen I got came with some needles, and I selected 9. They come, oh, no I didn't, 12. So they come in 9, 12, 36, and 42. You'll have more density of penetration with the more needles that you have. I have opted for 12. I think, you know, it's right in the middle. I don't want to go 36. That sounds like a lot. And this is my first time. I have never been microneedled. So it's a little bit scary. I never thought that this is something that I would do. In fact, I've seen other videos on it and I'm like, I'm not interested in that. I have a derma roller, it's fine. But with one of these needles, you can actually get collagen production, and that's something I'm really super interested in. Collagen production happens after 0.5. Needles can apparently go up to 3, but I believe you would call that surgical level, and I'm not doing that today. In fact, because I've never used one like this before, I got some other needles, and this is Nano. And Nano is really used for infusion. It is less than my derma rolling. It doesn't require any numbing at all. It's not going to draw any blood, but for someone like me who's never used something like this, I think Nano sounds like a great idea. And why not infuse yourself with a whole bunch of good stuff? A win-win, I think. So I'm basically using the protocol of Penny from Penn Smith Skincare. That's her YouTube channel. She's really lovely. She is a master esthetician and has wonderful videos, and she has many videos on microneedling, and I'm kind of using her protocols, but I made a couple of changes for myself. So Penny says you can use vitamin C. It's just wonderful with this hyaluronic acid, urea, any of those things. But my vitamin C, I'm still waiting for it to come. I ran out of it and it's just taking a while. So the vitamin C I have is this osmosis. It's very strange. I'm just going to use a little bit of that. I'm going to use the hyaluronic acid from Hylamide that is peptides in hyaluronic acid. And I'm going to use from Stratia the DMAE and niacinamide. And I'm also going to put in some of this from Pyongyang. It is their toner that is incredibly hydrating, a teeny bit viscous, it's not entirely watery, and it has main ingredients is astragalus root, which is very calming for the skin, and it has some beneficials as well. So I have a little dish, I have a little fan, I'm going to put these together. I have already washed my face quite thoroughly and I exfoliated. I exfoliated at first with my muslin cloth, which I think is a really gentle way to exfoliate, far more gentle than a glycolic acid, for instance. But as I rubbed my face, I thought, you know what? I could use a shave. So I did. I did some dermaplating, and I do have a video shot on that, which I'll be showing in the next couple of weeks. It's a pretty easy deal, but again, it's something that's intimidating, so I thought I'd do it for you. If you don't want to see it, let me know now, and I'll just take it out. And I'm going to put together my concoction. I think it's kind of a good idea to use inexpensive products for this because you're using a fan. You're going to go through your products pretty fast. This is the hyaluronic acid that Penny recommended, and it's pure hyaluronic acid, and that's what I'll use when I do the medical grade needling. Concoction stirred. Now, before I get started, I want to spritz my face. This is Glycerin Rose Water. It's in a Smashbox primer water container because I love this mist. But completely dry skin is harder to penetrate. You want to get your skin, I feel, a teeny bit damp first. You don't want to, you know, a little bit more than a teeny bit. You'll let it dry a little bit, but not all the way. You don't want to get the transepidermal evaporation on that. But in order to take in these lovely products, your skin shouldn't be bone dry. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to put in this needle. Scissors would have been a good thing. Teeth work wonderfully though. This is what the needle looks like. And you can just put it in gently and just kind of figure out where it needs to go, I guess. I think that's about right. And I'm going to get my mirror and pull you in. All right, that should do it. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to do one more spray. And I'm just going to start on the forehead and see what this is about. Whoa! I'm scared. Okay, it's just like vibrating. Now Penny likes to go in a box up and down and then back and forth and then diagonal. And as I said, I won't get any bleeding out of this. And the goal is, I'm just getting used to the pen and how I'm doing this, and then in a couple of days, I'm going to do, go around in circles a little bit. I'm going to do the medical needling. And the face is getting a little red, but these cones, I probably should explain this in case you didn't know anything about Nano. These are not needles, they're cones. So you're getting a vibration out of this, but not needles. And the cones kind of push aside, as Penny said, yourself, so they can receive the infusion that you're putting on it. I mean, my handheld, non-electric derma roller does more than this one. I spent a little time in the 11s. And you don't need to wear gloves for this because you're not going that deep and you aren't drawing blood. Well, it's kind of hitting a nerve, so when I go in this area, my eye kind of is twitching. That's interesting. No, can you see that? Like, when I'm right there? That's weird. That's just me, you guys.
I'm getting that eye thing down here too. So interesting.
Okay, now I'm going to get under the eye and the cheek and nose area.
And she goes right up onto the lashes. And God knows I need help in this area. And the cheek. And diagonal. And you can do circular motions as well. And the nose.
This feels interesting. Not in a bad way, but it's weird. So I'm glad I'm doing the Nano first because there's something about contact with your skin in the trickier areas that needs to be finessing. I decided since you won't be able to see as well what I'm doing on this side of the face, that I'm going to just do this side of the face for you, and then I will come back. And she does her lips as well. Alright, done with the face. I think it feels, well, this is still a little wet, but it feels nice up here. Really nice. And looks nice. There's a little redness, but we'll see how that looks in a little bit. I want to do my neck. I haven't taken off my necklace, so I need to be super cognizant of that. This hurts a little bit. While I have been doing my derma roller for the past couple of weeks, I think I've done it about 4 times. I haven't been doing it with my neck, so my neck might be a little like, what's going on, lady? And I have to say, I'm really impressed with the results of my 0.5. When I was doing the 2.5, I'm like, yeah, I don't really get it. And I really didn't stay on it. But the 0.5, I do that, my face is quite red. The next day, the face is quite red. And then the day after that, my skin looks really, really nice. So you don't have to do, I want to get collagen, and I just don't think I'm getting collagen with a 0.5 hand device, the roller device. But if collagen is not major important to you, you might want to give that a try, because I swear my face was looking much more even, and it looks like my capillaries are calming down, which is very strange. If anything, I was afraid something like this or any needling would give me more capillaries, but it seems to be helping. So I think it's safe to say when I do this with the 12-pin needle at a better depth, I'm not going to be doing my neck. I'm going to have to do the Nano and then the roller and get my neck acclimated to this, because my neck is super red. Oh, this tickles. Like tickles the back of my throat in some areas. It's important to remember to keep this, not think of it as a pen and do like an angle or an edge, but to keep this flat to the skin. With the Nano, you're not going to hurt yourself, but I think if you don't keep this flat with a regular pin needle, you could probably hurt yourself, and you'll be numb, so you won't really know you're doing any damage. And just circular motions. And that's it. Press it for 2 seconds to turn it off, and this you toss. Boom. Thank you for spending a little time with me. I hope this was really helpful to you, and I hope if you have an anxiety about needling, I might have helped to allay those fears, because believe me, I never thought I would be the person who would be doing something like this ever in a million years, and I was a little scared, but I was very pleased there's such a thing as a Nano, something to start with so I can kind of get some confidence with it. And in a couple of days I'm going to do some very calm, won't be bleeding, hopefully, medical grade. And I'll explain to you, well, you know, very quickly. There's Nano, there's cosmetic, and there's medical. And cosmetic, Nano is hardly anything. Oh. I just remembered I forgot something. So I had the needles set to 2.5 for this, but I don't even know if these needles go to 2.5. So that's interesting. You know what? I just kind of thought, well, if it's a Nano, it's not going to get very deep. So that was the mistake that I made. Luckily, it was a mistake with something that can't really do any damage. So that's good. I might have to look into this a little bit more, but well, next time I will do it lower. And I know what I'm doing for the medical. I have a list of what depth for what area. When we get to that video, I'll talk about it. And that's it. I hope it was helpful. Leave your comments below. What do you think? I am going to be doing a little bit more skincare on this channel, and this week is probably going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, needling all the time. But we'll get back to makeup. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope it was really helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a great night, evening, day, whenever you're watching this. Hi, sweetheart. Bye.